Is fashion in fact such a trifling thing, or is it, as I prefer to think, rather an indication of deeper phenomena, of the energies, possibilities, demands, and joie de vivre of a given society, economy, and civilization? In 1609, Rodrigo Vivero, returning from Manila, where he had been acting captain general, aboard a large ship, 2,000 tons, making for Acapulco in New Spain, was shipwrecked off the coast of Japan. The castaway almost immediately became an honored guest of the islanders, who were curious about the foreigner, and then a sort of ambassador extraordinary. He tried, but to no avail, to close the islands to Dutch trade, and also equally vainly considered attracting miners from New Spain so that the silver and copper mines of the archipelago might be better exploited. This rather appealing character was also a good and intelligent observer. One day he was chatting idly with the Shogun's secretary at Yedo. The secretary criticized the Spaniards for their pride, their reserve. He then proceeded to discuss their way of dressing, the variety of their costumes, a realm in which they are so inconstant that they are dressed in a different way every 2 years. These changes could also be ascribed to their levity and the levity of the governments which permitted such abuse. As for him, he would show, by the evidence of traditions and of old papers, that his nation had not changed its costume for over 1,000 years. Chardin, after living 10 years in Persia, was equally categorical in 1686. I have seen Tamburlaine's costume, which is kept in the treasury of Ispahan, he wrote, and it is cut exactly like the clothes worn here today, without any difference. For dress in the East is not subject to fashion, it is always made in the same way, and the Persians do not vary the colors, shades, and types of material any more than the style. I do not regard these as idle remarks. Can it have been merely by coincidence that the future was to belong to the societies fickle enough to care about changing the colors, materials, and shapes of costumes, as well as the social order and the map of the world's societies, that is, which were ready to break with their tradition? There is a connection. Did not Chardin also say of the Persians, who are not anxious for new discoveries and inventions, that they believe and they possess all that is required in the way of necessities and conveniences for living, and are content to remain so? Tradition was both a strength and a straitjacket. Perhaps if the door is to be open to innovation, the source of all progress, there must first be some restlessness which may express itself in such trifles as dress, the shape of shoes, and hairstyles. Perhaps, too, a degree of prosperity is needed to foster an innovating movement.